celebrating his graduation, and Terrence out of town. What up, y'all? We back on the Balance and Bliss podcast. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had to do an emergency pod for this fuckery, known as the Houston Rockets. I ain't gonna lie to you. This had to be. This is the biggest choke job in the playoffs. But we're just gonna bring up the highlights. If y'all ain't get a chance to watch, we're gonna bring up the last couple of highlights. Uh, they took the lead. Vasky, Daddy, I got a chance to watch this game. What was y'all thoughts on Houston?
A couple thoughts. Kevin Durant, you not it, and
I've been saying it for the last 5 years.
more importantly, I think they should have kept they shouldn't have made this trade. Like this validates Kevin Durant's a team killer.
Yeah, it's like what kills me is let me go to it. I ain't gonna get to the shot. Let me get past this real quick, y'all. What kills me is you up six. Let me go to it. You up six. Yeah, right here. Wait, go back to it. You're up six with 30 seconds left. They're not gonna show it in this highlight, but Jabari Smith and Jay Sean Tate had the most dumbest. It was almost J.R. Smith like what Jabari Smith did. How do you you're up 30 seconds, Wasky.
Yeah.
And it's hold the ball free throws. Why the fuck would I try to pass to Amon Thompson? Why would I try to pass to Thompson and shoot free throws?
Amari. Well, I'm just gonna say it right now. This is one of those things where experience is king.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't
like
have Houston
like
didn't without Durant. Houston didn't have
No experience because it's all
no
rooks.
kind of experience. Like I know technically Houston, this ain't their first rodeo, but I don't really.
oh wait, dang, Vasky lagged out. He'll be back, y'all. He just accidentally lagged out. But
My my
I'm
my, my, my
but
comments is LeBron back.
yeah, and then okay, Jabari Smith has the horrible turnover. You compound it worse with a foul to give up three free throws. You're down. You're up six. It's like they did everything wrong they could do wrong to end this game. I'm a Vasky right there. Me, add him back. Vasky, you back good?
I think Harden might have gave Houston a curse.
What up, Vasky? You
Yeah.
back good, or you still need a second? You getting back set up? I don't even think this is a like. So I think two things here. Kevin Durant obviously being hurt, that did fail them, but then also Houston management failed them because how you don't get a point guard. And I also think Udoka failed them because you should have started Reed Shepard to get him more reps in the regular season
Yeah.
because he's your only guard. He's like your only guard. But Vasky, you back or you still getting set up? I think he's still getting set up. But
I think
then
he. Oh,
Wait, can you hear me?
okay.
yeah, we get you now. And then after the Jabari turnover and Jay Sean Tate foul, they unfortunately don't show no highlights. We get this bullshit. So yeah, yep. And LeBron, hot potato. And to me, once I saw that, that's ball game because I feel like you can't come back after that.
Yeah. They got too much of a hot hand.
And my only problem is this: two people right here. Sengun is right here, wide open. There, just pass him the ball. Just pass him the ball.
They trying to play too cute.
Like, and Reed Shepard, this is your first playoff series, so I Houston, I don't know. But yeah, let's get back to the rest of the highlights. Obviously, we know what happens here. LeBron steals a soul, and now you in OT.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, this almost went in. I thought watching it was about to go in.
That's what happens
So
when you go and play around with your food in the last quarter, especially when you're playing against more experienced people too.
Yeah, like I will
The
say,
last,
outside of
the last,
LeBron, Marcus Smart was the MVP. He was the co-MVP.
yeah,
Like I don't. Yeah, this is one of them things. So Vosky, if you were Houston, is Kevin Durant the first thing you got you trading him immediately?
you need to address that. Yeah, like you can't
that
be.
he's still kind of.
Oh wait, I'm still
Yeah, you good. You
struggling.
good. I hear you. I don't know if
Ah,
you
okay.
lagging.
Uh,
Yeah.
you can't
I
be
don't hear
Kevin
him at
Durant.
all.
Oh, I hear
Wait,
him, Daddy.
you hear me though? I'm pin.
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
You can
Uh,
just relay it.
Kevin Durant cannot be the leader of this team. Cannot, even if he want, even if he does turn a leaf, like he's between the tweeting, well, the ghost accounts and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Cannot cannot have him as a leader. Like he is. Like it's you can put him up there. He might be just as toxic as Harden.
Um, I can agree with that, but I also thought about this. Last year, even though that team was young, that team had way better chemistry and took the Warriors to 7.
Yeah.
Versus this year with a Luka-less, AR-less Lakers about the club you in 4.
LeBron is about to club you in 4. This is LeBron in
This is Magic Johnson,
Cleveland.
LeBron. This ain't even prime LeBron. This is Magic Johnson. I
Yeah,
could still dunk on you, but I'm just using my mind to beat you.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, yeah, I feel like if you're Houston, I feel like there's 2 choices you could do here. Like you said, Kevin Durant, or I feel like the other thing is Ime. How you feeling about Ime? Does he keep his job? Because he was on defense control at the press conference blaming the players.
No, that's
That's how you
Ime's
lose your team.
style. That is Ime's style. He's always been like that. He was like that last year. He's like, no excuses. I don't want to, the famous.
Mhm.
I don't care if you're young. Get out there and play.
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
been his coaching style. Now, if you want to have the problem, like I feel like this is a Durant problem.
okay?
Ime
So you trade Durant.
Idoka said it best when they were trying to get Harden on there. He should have included Durant too. This team, as presently constructed, is not built around. Well, it's not built around. You can't build it around a. It's got. I think they needed the point guard. Let's be honest here.
But my thing is, even if you got a point guard, I'm just thinking about the future of their roster. If I trade Durant, I feel like the pieces don't mesh. If Alfred Sengun is supposedly your Nikola Jokic, they don't got a Jamal Murray. They don't got a ball handler that can go get them 20 to 25 easily.
Yeah.
Amin Thompson is more of a Ben Simmons.
I don't know if that's the case. Like his playmaking hasn't blossomed. Like he
Okay,
doesn't.
so you say Ben Simmons, so he got the defense, he got the driving, but he doesn't have the playmaking.
Yeah.
So, and that's another problem. So I got a non-shooter. I got Tari Eason, who's went on brick mode. Pause after the after the break. I mean, dude has been building houses since the All-Star break. He need to call lethal shooter to fix his shot.
Yeah.
And Jabari Smith, who to me, if he at his best, he might be Jaren Jackson Jr.
Well,
And Reed
but
Shepard, we don't know.
yeah, let's look at the alternative here. Like, if you don't get rid of Durant, you're gonna build a bunch of old guys around this proven
No, I
commodity
get rid of
that
Durant. I
doesn't
just think
win.
of who is my centerpiece. Is it like I feel like is it Sengun? Is it Thompson?
Like
Who's
you
gonna
get
be
a,
the person I'm like get that ball to, and that's the person that's gonna give me 25 to 30 a night.
you gotta run it through Single.
Does
He
Thompson
is
and Sengun fit for a championship?
well. If you like, so old boy will be back next year. Old boy from Toronto, Fred Van Fleet. He'll
Yeah,
be
you got
back.
you resign him. Yeah, you bring him back.
That gives you some space, and I think work on getting Easton back to a semi good shooter. Because I purely think it's mental in his head now.
And do you think Reed Shepard should start or still be 6 man until he grows into being a starter?
Yeah, Reed Shepard just needed. I thought it was too soon, and that was apparent when they played OKC. I thought it was too soon for him to be getting the full time point guard role.
Okay. There your thoughts. If you Houston, I already know you getting rid of Durant immediately.
Yep, out the door. Should never traded for him in the first place.
The real question is, at this point, now looking at Durant's track record without Steph Curry, if you're a team, do you want him? I think you have to be a veteran team to take
Yeah, you'd
Durant.
have to be. There are some veteran
Even
teams like
still, he's a toxic screw and he's a toxic screw that can mess up your whole team,
if
man.
he goes to Golden State again. I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
saying Golden State has
He might
pieces.
be one of the best players that came out, but even still, a lot of that came from him going to Golden State.
He's a top 15. He hasn't won. He hasn't gotten won the finals without Golden State. His best years was with Steph Curry, but I mean, again, that's a lot of gravity with Steph Curry.
I think Charles Barkley put it to the best.
You don't have to work as hard.
It's the best statement I've heard on him. He's a bus rider, not a bus driver.
Okay.
You can't let him be the engine that drives your team, because when it's crunch time, he's not your guy.
I agree. Well, we're gonna talk about it probably another podcast on. Obviously, we all of us agreeing that he's gonna go. What would be the best fit? I think it has to be someone with veterans. Can't be with young people. I'm not trying to have him kill confidence, because obviously after those text messages at All Star, Jabari, Tari, Reed, all of them been affected.
What about Miami?
I can see Miami. I think the only thing I worry about with Durant, with every trade that Durant has been traded for, do you giving up too much? Because it seemed like I'll say Brooklyn, the only team that got him for free, but Phoenix lost the trade. Houston damn sure lost trade. Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. I mean, I just rather have them. It just depends on what Miami has to give up.
No, on that one. Like Dylan Brooks, obviously. Like
Dylan Brooks started at Houston team last year.
He was. Yeah, he was the edge, and I'm figuring that out. He was the edge that defense needed.
Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about before we get into the NFL draft was the Spurs and the Trailblazers game. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Watching this game live, I was worried. I thought we were about to lose this mug. And I was about to get on this podcast and shit on Fox. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Fox was about to get a whole foot up his ass on this podcast. But Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle saved him. Did y'all get a chance to see the highlights? I know it was on late. So if y'all want to pull up the highlights, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Nah, I did see some of it, and I will sit there and say, them Spurs fans look funny now. I think they wonder. I think they would rather have it this way.
Oh, you talking about what the young pups are developing?
Yeah, all them games without Wemby.
Yeah, no, it looks good. And so the biggest shock to me, it really was Castle scoring the 33 wasn't a shock to me. Harper in the second half basically having his come out party and dropping 22 and bringing us back.
Yeah.
This is where you look at the, Spurs front office where people are saying, Ace Bailey, Con Knippel, VJ Edgecombe, like, nah, Dylan Harper, he one of the ones. He ain't getting the PT.
Yeah. He just needed the minutes.
And I am starting to get like you, Vosky, where at first I was like, nah, Fox start, let Harper slowly, get to the point. He gonna force the Spurs front office hand.
Yeah.
Like let me just get to the second half. We were down. I mean, because the first half was Steph Castle. He had like 18 in the first half. The third quarter was all Harper. We were down 6. This is the most we were down, 62 to 82, 67 to 82. And from here, it's all Dylan Harper. It is literally all Dylan Harper. Drive. Boom. Then right here. in the assist, Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
And then the upcoming here is probably going to be, if I remember right, is this the rebound? Dylan Harper. Along with the 27 points, he had 10 boards.
Yeah. That's what got me too.
Yeah. It's like all Dylan Harper in the third quarter to bring us back. And then if I remember right, corner three. Yeah, it's like, and he was going tit for tat. He was going tit for tat with Scoot and Drew. Yeah. And look at that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bring that back. That is some James Harden stuff. To do that to Drew Holiday, bring that runner, not this one. To hit the spin move. Euro with the left. Yeah, he's gonna force the Spurs front office hand. He got to start by next year. To me, I feel like the Manu role, he could do it, but I feel like he's so much more.
I think you can give him. I think the Manu role works perfectly right now, actually.
So you give him another year before you pull the Fox. Unfortunately, right here. I'm talking about all fourth quarter, and I will say this to Scoot Henderson.
How many years Fox got on his contract?
We just signed them this offseason, so he got 4 more.
Yeah, I give him 1 more year of this. Like, let him have that James Harden role, and then I'd look to move Fox.
And then this right here, woo. Yeah, you can't, you can't. Whoo, like. And to do this in your third playoff game, and I ain't know this statistics. I looked it up on social media. Steph Castle and Dylan Harper are the youngest duo to drop 60 in a playoff game since Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant with OKC.
Oh man, off the goals.
Yeah, they're the youngest. They're younger than both of them. And last time, and Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook did that against the Lakers in their first playoff series.
Yeah.
So, but analysis on the game outside of the Spurs, my thoughts was I thought we were going to lose it. I will say Drew Holiday and Scoot Henderson. Drew was giving us a run for our money. And Scoot, I ain't going to lie to you, I don't see the bust with Scoot. I don't see what some of these casuals talking about. I can see what the Portland fans saying with the Flash, because he's been giving us buckets in the series, real talk. I think the only mistake Scoot made last night, because all that Dylan Harper run I just showed y'all, started because Scoot Henderson got Dylan Harper hyped. He scored on him. He was talking shit, got a tech, and then Dylan Harper proceeded to drop that 22. But yeah, I think that was a pivotal game. I think Wemby comes back, and I stick with my prediction of 5. But I think if I'm a Portland fan, real talk,
I'm not discouraged.
I just stay the pace. I think looking at Kevin Durant, looking at some of these teams that traded for superstars, it ain't worth it in the NBA to do it. Pull a OKC and Spurs, build you a young core, and figure it out.
Yeah, you just got you some nice little trade capital too. I mean, well, I don't know if you can flip Lillard feasibly.
You can flip Drew. Drew can go to a playoff team.
Yeah, you could flip Drew, so you got some nice capital because. Let's face it, old boy's the leader on this team.
Yeah, Denny's the leader. Even though Denny had a bad game against the Spurs, he still had 15 free throws. He still had assists. He still had rebounds. He still found ways to be effective.
Impactful. Yeah.
Dada, any of your thoughts on some of them highlights you saw from Harper?
Hey, go ahead and give that man a starting job.
I mean, and I will say Fox only scoring 13 points and kind of being clamped down didn't help, but I will, give him a grace of he was the number 1 target. They did give him Drew and Kamani. He was the number 1 person they were trying to shut down. So
but Drew picked up.
Harper stepped up.
Realistically, honestly, show me some more of that throughout the course of the series and show me that honestly, showed me more or less of if you could sit back and take over whenever the best player, Wemby, if he's not on the court or anything, you can just sit back and take over, and they ain't got to worry about trying to put their starters out there for the entirety of the game. By all means.
Yep. And then the other thing I want to talk about, I know we talked about the two playoff games from yesterday. What the NFL draft? How do you feel? Will, I guess we can start off with y'all team. How do you feel about the Saints? We know about the first pick, obviously. We got that reaction live. Bosky can't let that go. We got that one live, brother. But
Honestly,
now that you had a day or two to kind of, take sip a mimosa, kind of relax on it. How you feeling about, the Jordan Tyson pick, and then we'll get to the rest of the draft.
Honestly, I think we should have waited on the first pick.
Think you should wait on
Yeah. Honestly, if we was gonna get anybody for offense, I think we should have got that tight end first.
Okay.
And then, because like I said, that receiver's gonna probably fall down later on in the draft anyways. And if we got him later in the draft, that would have been more of a better pick at that point. Because now you got two offensive weapons that could pretty much dominate on that side of the field.
Y'all know me. I love Tyson. I love Tyson as a prospect. I just think it's a boom or bust pick, personally. Which, if I'm going to do it in this draft, I might as well go for boom.
Yeah.
But I did like the defensive tackle pick, though.
Yeah.
It buffers up the defense.
His comp was Kenny Clark if he hits. So that gives y'all a good run stopper up the middle. I honestly took away from y'all draft. Y'all were trying to get weapons to surround Schultz because y'all got Lance, who reminds me of Christian Watson. You got Jordan Tyson, and then you bought in the Georgia tight end.
Yeah, that's the same sense. This is the make or break it year for show. Like, this is
Georgia
show me what you got. Yeah,
Oscar Delp from Georgia.
Yeah,
Oscar Delp from Georgia. Yep, y'all got him in the third.
Yeah, probably the second most athletic tight end in this draft.
Yeah. Which, like I said, to me, it was a great tight end class.
Yeah.
A sneaky pick that I liked. I ain't gonna say he's gonna make impact like on the offense, but I think special teams wise, he could. I think that's how I can make that 6th round pick. Brown from LSU, hell of a returner at Kentucky. I think he had like 4 kick return touchdowns.
Yeah.
Could be a potential. He sneak his way on the roster through special teams. And he can work on his route running for a couple of years to maybe that's be the way you go. But I think special teams could be a good pickup for that. And then obviously you got Sonny Styles, his little brother, as a free safety who's a physical freak. So it's kind of more of a project. So I don't hate y'all draft. I actually think it
was a real solid draft. We didn't focus on the defense.
I can't really hear much of what Vosky's saying over there.
Yeah.
Oh, he was saying it was a real solid draft there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, real solid draft. I don't think I would have rather we shore.
But I will say this: our division ain't getting any weaker though.
I'd agree with that. Go ahead, Vosky.
Yeah, I would say I'd rather we shore up the defense, but like I said, I have no problem with us proving us giving Show the best chance to prove that he is the starting quarterback. And if this doesn't work out, in Arch, I trust, or whichever quarterback comes out.
All right, now if it's Lenarius Sellers, you're gonna be pissed.
Oh, I'll be highly pissed, but that ain't gonna happen because he coming back down to earth. We'll talk about it when college comes back around next year.
Right. Funny enough, I thought y'all draft was. I'd give it a B. The team in your division that I like to draft the most, you can already guess this one, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain Jr., y'all know how I feel about him as a Miami fan. Think he's going to be a great player. He might not be a 11, 15 sack person a year, but I think he's going to be a solid 9 to 10 sack per year, and he's going to definitely stop the run. But the pick I actually like the most from them, and I'm going to let you know to watch out for this one. If you look up and see tearing it up in their camp, Vosky, Ted Hurst from Georgia State. He was my favorite sleeper prospect at receiver, and this ain't coming from me, Vosky. It's coming from Steve Smith. His comp, if he hit, Larry Fitz.
Ooh, that's mildly concerning.
And he runs a 4.3 at 6'4".
Okay, so baby Megatron.
Yes, from Steve Smith, number 1 compliment, strongest hands in the draft.
So why did he fall so low?
Georgia State. He stayed at Georgia State. He was one of the players in the NIL era that actually stayed where he was. He didn't transfer.
Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that's legit scary.
Yeah,
He ain't got
so
no ego either. Ooh.
yeah, he ain't got no ego, and you put that with Ibuka. Ibuka already operating on the inside. Now you
Yeah.
really got a potential Mike Evans replacement. Like I said, if you hear him tearing it up in camp and you look up and see he's a starter, I watch out for that one. So
Yeah.
Another team, like I said, in the other division, I ain't gonna say I like their draft, but good story. Atlanta drafted the brother from Clemson, AJ
Oh
Terrell's
yeah.
brother. I did not expect that. I ain't gonna lie. I think they're gonna be the first brothers to play on defense.
Intriguing.
Yeah, it's intriguing. Like I said, the Atlanta draft was interesting. Nothing crazy, but I like the pick of Terrell. I like the Branch pick from Georgia. I think y'all know how I feel. Well, y'all know how I feel about Darnell Mooney. I think he's a waste of talent, waste of space. So any move to get rid of him is a plus to me. I guess we can go to my Eagles. How I felt about our draft. Makai Lemon. Y'all didn't the podcast people. Y'all didn't really get my reaction. Vosky did. I was pissed when I saw Makai Lemon. Not because I don't think he's a good player. It's just he's a different flavor than what the Eagles have drafted as far as slot receivers. To me, after I thought about the pick, now that I've resonated, it tells me this offense is going to be hella different. We're going to be actually throwing across the middle. Both our first two picks, we have to be throwing across the middle.
Oh yeah.
Way more.
Yeah.
Because Makai Lemon, he operates out the slot. His comp is Amon-Ra St. Brown, potentially Puka Nacua. So that tells me we're going to have to be throwing across the middle, which tells me this is a make or break year for Jalen Hurts. Because I already know if he can't operate in this offense, I've seen how we do. He's going to ship his ass out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's a movable contract.
His guarantees are done after this year.
Okay.
Yeah. Because normally we were expecting Jalen Hurts and them to redo the contract. They didn't. So what I'm thinking, and then you got the ESN article questioning, is he coachable, all that stuff. I'm thinking, prove that you can handle being in this system. Prove that you can throw across the middle. They're gonna give him another contract if he proves it.
Yeah.
Which be another 5-year deal. Outside our first two picks, though, nothing much to talk about except depth pieces. But I thought it was a solid draft. I ain't gonna pull the media where he gets another steal. No, I don't think the last two drafts we got some steals, but I think we got a solid draft.
Yeah.
Is there any teams drafts in y'all opinion that stood out, or y'all want to go with the biggest loser first?
Let's see what the biggest.
If I had to
loser
go
is.
with the biggest loser right now, I have to go with the team who drafted the running back in the first round.
Oh, Arizona? Hey, man, you got a problem with Jeremiah Love, man? Y'all know his comp, Reggie Bush.
I don't got a problem with Jeremiah Love, but
the injuries included.
Potentially. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I ain't got a problem with him, but he didn't really do much, very much in the first half of the season. College last season?
He struggled against Miami. He picked it up a little bit after that, though. The Miami game, I don't know if it was coaching. They didn't really want to give him carries, honestly. They were trying to run the quarterback more.
Yeah.
He look at his. Let me look at his stats real quick.
I remember correctly. It wasn't that they weren't giving him carries because he was ineffective. Miami was getting back there too fast.
Yeah, he was getting 3 yards to carry against A&M, 4 yards to carry, 1 touchdown, 94 yards. A&M really slowed him down. He got that 1 touchdown, but he ain't do nothing big. The only team he really went off against, USC, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Purdue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't against no top defenses.
Yeah.
But hey, they had him ranked highly. I'm not against drafting running back. I just believe if I'm gonna draft you top 10, top 5, you better be Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Adrian Peterson. You better change my offense good.
Yeah.
and I don't think he's that, just personally. But I'll let you go there. You were shitting on the Cardinals. You just don't. Are you against picking a running back that high? You just don't think he's that good enough running back for me to justify that pick.
At least for the Cardinals now.
Lasky, is there anybody you had on your shit list?
Let's see. Not really this year. This year has been I not really on the shit list, but I'm on watch out list for them. I didn't like the Rams pick.
You didn't like Ty Simpson?
I didn't like him.
I had him on the list, but I ain't gonna say.
Yeah, and from the judging by the coach's reactions, I don't think he liked them either.
So I'm not against picking a quarterback to sit. I'm really not. But when your window is championship,
it's a little tone deaf.
Yeah, like it. I ain't love it. So to me, if you're gonna pick, Ty Simpson, all right, cool. What had me shitting on the Rams was why the fuck you pick a tight end in the second round when you got 6 tight ends and you just drafted a tight end in the second round last year?
Exactly. Like the only reason I'm not definitively putting them on there is because the GM, for what it's worth, he makes miracles out of, like, he works day 2 and day 3 like a champ.
I'm gonna let you know right now, it ain't looking good. He only had 3 picks. He traded with the Eagles. He had 3 7-rounders. He traded them most to the Eagles.
Yeah, and I noticed that. That's what I'm saying. For a guy who's has a pretty good eye for talent, he doesn't seem to like to bring them in. But hey, he might know something we don't. I do think this Rams team was better than that Seattle team last year.
Only problem with them, they were better last year. Only problem was execution.
Yeah.
Only problem was execution. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I ain't gonna lie, when I saw Ty Simpson, I was stunned, but I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm like, do you think Matthew Stafford might retire next year? But then when I saw Matthew Stafford might take a extension, I'm like, maybe you could have did this next year.
Word on the street is this.
Wait, didn't they draft him in the first round?
Yeah,
they drafted Ty Simpson in the first 13. Pick 13.
I can understand if it was like a later round pick. Now thinking about it.
Well, word on the street is Matthew Stafford he won all his coins. I'm a Super Bowl quarterback. I want this, and this.
He won MVP.
And,
I don't really.
Yeah, he wants MVP. But the Rams are like, hey, we ain't got no Super Bowl, and you're getting up there in cost, and you're not flexible. Matthew Stafford does not like the restructure. You're not flexible, so they're like, okay, let's put some fire under you.
By drafting the quarterback, you want to try to A-Rod this man?
Yeah.
See how that worked out for the Packers.
It worked out.
It took a year or 2 though.
What MVP?
No, it was the next season.
Yeah. I ain't had too many people on my shit list. The Cardinals were on my shit list. Along with, I ain't gonna say the Rams on my shit list. I just had questions with their draft more than anything. Another team I kind of questioned. I ain't gonna lie, Vasky. I ain't gonna say I questioned y'all draft. I just marked y'all down as boom or bust. Like either Jordan Tyson's for the hit and he gonna be a top 10, top 5 receiver, or y'all gonna have the IR brothers. There's no in between. There is no in between. Like either he gonna hit or him and Olave gonna be Shaq and Kobe at the IR.
Yeah. You get no disagreeing from me there.
Yeah, as far as teams that won the draft, I hate it. I hate to.
Oh, you gonna say Dallas too? Oh, we got the same thing.
I hate to say it. Yeah, Dallas won the draft. Caleb Downs the best player in the draft. Y'all know how I feel about him ever since he stepped into college. As you know, as a former Alabama fan before I hit the portal, I could tell you he stepped into college and was the best safety in college from his freshman year at Alabama. Went to Ohio State and nothing changed. He's a person that has been an All-American 3 times. He was a freshman of the year in the SEC, and he was the best player in the SEC that year. I don't think this is a certified Pro Bowler. I wouldn't be surprised he's in the Pro Bowl. If not this year, by next year. He's going to be a highly impactful pick.
Oh no, these safeties in the NFL ain't that good. You got a handful.
Yeah, you got Emmett Warrior from the Seattle. You got Kyle Hamilton.
And that's about it.
And then you maybe got a little Derwin James. But like I said, the special ones are Kyle Hamilton and Emmett Warrior to me. And I think he could be that special. He might not be the most athletic, but his instincts are top notch. I think he could change Dallas defense for sure. And I like the rest of the draft. They did what they doubled down on defense. They doubled down on defense, doubling up on edge rushers, getting a little bit of O-line depth, and they got a corner.
This is the Stephen Jones draft. Jerry didn't have no input in this.
Yeah, Jerry would have got some offense. Jerry would have drafted a receiver and replaced Pickens. I wish Jerry would have took off. He would have traded up for Jordan Tyson or something. Yeah, they're a winner. Along with, I'm just going to say this team's a winner on my list. Everybody shitted on them before the draft. I like what the Cincinnati Bengals did.
Yeah.
Because I count Dexter Lawrence as a first-round pick, and I love the rest of their draft.
Exactly.
They end up getting Cassius Howell from Texas A&M, elite edge rusher. And then you got offensive lineman in the fourth that can start in Connor Lew, who should have been a second-round pick. I love what Cincinnati did. Contrary to popular belief, I think Dexter Lawrence is more impactful than the 10th overall pick in this draft.
Oh, yeah. Like, I got no – I don't know. The way this draft unfolded, there was a couple of players that, well, not this year, but in a couple of years might have a similar impact to what Dexter provided.
Yeah.
But, for a win-now move to impress Joe Burrow now, this is the best sense he could do.
Yeah. And a winner I didn't expect, my last one, the Houston Texans. They addressed
that was my winner.
Offensive line, and they got my favorite interior offensive lineman, Rutledge, from Georgia Tech. He is the nastiest guard in this draft. When you talk about a country white boy that just want to put somebody on their ass, that is him. Just watch a press conference. Watch him talk. He gonna remind you of a country white boy from the South. And they need that type of nasty guard. And then the defensive tackle, the defensive tackle in the second round from Ohio State. And then another thing with that, Vosky, they traded up in front of the Giants because they knew they were going to try to get their Dexter Lawrence replacement. Yeah, I love the Houston draft. And then seeing that defensive tackle adding to that defense.
Can we make an argument that they might be the best D-line next year?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a handful to deal with. Yeah. I think those are some of the things, and I'm gonna say an honorable mention. I like Miami draft. I think they got some players that can make an impact. It ain't gonna matter for this year. It ain't gonna matter for this year.
Yeah, that's what I was like too.
No, it ain't gonna matter for this. It ain't gonna matter for this year. But I mean, just listen to these names I got. Tackle from Alabama, who could be Jordan Mailata. You love tackle the future. Chris Johnson, who my pre-draft comp was Quinyon Mitchell. He's a small school corner that the only reason he didn't get drafted higher was because he went to San Diego State, but he had 7 picks last year. He reminds me of Casey Hayward and Quinyon Mitchell. Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech. We know how good he is. Terrence raved about him all pre-draft.
Oh, yeah.
And a receiver to watch out for fantasy purposes. I'm just going to throw this one out there. Chris Bell, he probably going to be their number one. And my comp for him in a couple years, it wouldn't surprise me to look up he's like A.J. Brown.
I just got one very key issue here. Who's the quarterback this year?
Malik Willis, man. You don't believe in the Malik Willis?
You better. You putting a lot of stock.
No. I ain't saying they're gonna win games. I'm talking about year 2. Year 2 when they get a real quarterback. No, this is
it makes sense.
Y'all know this. He the rental. This is good for year 2 of the rebuild. You know, you got some weapons, you got a tackle, you got a corner. But yeah, that was some of my favorite drafts. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will mention this one before we go. Midnight. I actually like the pick y'all did in the third round, getting the quarterback. How did y'all feel about the Steelers getting? I know that ain't for the look. Wait, Daddy, you don't know who they got?
Nope. Who they got?
Penn State quarterback.
A Penn State quarterback.
Drew Allen.
It ain't gonna mean nothing. You still gonna owe me $50.
No, I don't think it means nothing for this year, but I think if Aaron Rodgers come back and he get to sit and learn, I think this could be a good transition.
Oh yeah.
So
That's if Aaron Rodgers stays. You know he petty.
Yeah. What if Aaron Rodgers don't play? That's my problem.
Oh, if Aaron Rodgers don't come back, Mason Howard, man, you start him for a year and you switch it to Alex.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm with
look.
Day. I'd have put my 50 on the line.
Hey, man, it's better than Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, but how much better though?
Hey, what Midnight say? In McCarthy, he trusts. In McCarthy, he trusts. He better trust that offense.
He better.
But yeah, interesting draft this year. We definitely in the future gonna talk about rookie of the years and some of our predictions for the next year. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Seeing my podcast mates' reaction to their picks had me laughing.
See, I was chill. I was tame. Bosky was the one that had a whole rage moment.
My boy got offline. But we gonna holler at y'all. We gonna look back at these picks and see what they are in the future. But Arizona, you on the shit list. Los Angeles Rams,
You on the watch list.
you drafted Mac Jones Jr.
That's
You know
being generous.
But I'll give what's the old boy? Dan Orlovsky called it. I owe him an apology. He said Ty Simpson would be a first round pick. I should have went to FanDuel with it because it was $1,300 plus $1,300. So Dan Orlovsky and Chase Daniels, I owe y'all an apology. Y'all did say Ty Simpson tape. Y'all liked it better than Fernando Mendoza's, and he made more NFL level throws in some of the pro teams. Somebody in the pros will take a chance on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I say one thing. They might say he looks better, but guess what? I think Fernando Mendoza's gonna do better. I believe.
I don't know. I'm gonna go against the grain and say I think Ty Simpson is gonna be a better pro because he's in a better situation. If Sean McVay doesn't retire, now if Sean McVay pulls a Matthew Stafford gone, I'm gone. I change my whole tune.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, do you think this is a Patriots thing then? Like Bill Belichick, I can get success out of him 1 year, and then his limitations become known year 2 and 3.
My thing is, I wouldn't think the Rams will want another quarterback that's almost essentially like Jared Goff.
That's what I thought too. That's what, and I think that's really what pissed Sean McVay off.
Because you could tell at the press conference, he ain't even really like. Normally, you pick a player you love. You at the press conference, just to say Sirianni. My boy was excited about Mekhi Lemon. He was like toughness. He was talking about all the abilities. He was excited.
This was the first time Sean McVay was like the first time. He's always got that ability to say the right things. This time he was talking like a coach who was like, "The fuck are we doing?" Like,
I know why he said that. Ruben Bain right there. I could have put another Jared Verse with Jared Verse.
That was my problem. Like that was my problem. Like you could have had, and this is why if old boy looks like Aaron Donald coming out, I'm changing the tune. The Rams automatically got to get it off.
Yeah, because you could have paired Ruben Bain with an already great D line. And I can understand maybe the Rams dude was like, I already got a top 5 D line. No, you trying to win, add more.
You double down. You trying to be like Philly. Philly showed you the blueprint.
Yeah, you want them backups to come in and the old line look like nigga, he a starter.
Exactly, no risk.
Yeah, I think what was old dude saying? Milton Williams came off the bench and dude was like, "Nigga, ain't you about to get $100 million?" Yeah. Josh Sweat come off the bench. Ain't you about to get $90 million? Yeah. What the fuck is it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's the one where I'm like, And me personally, I'll just say this: if you wanted Ty Simpson, I would have pulled the Giants. Trade back up in the first.
It's not like you value the picks anyway.
Yeah, you've been a GM that said fuck them picks for so many years. Fuck that 2027 second. Trade, pair with the second this year, go up and get your quarterback. And now McVay happy, you happy. Life could go on. Now you got McVay at the press conference about to cuss these people out.
Yeah. He looked like, man, they don't know. This season don't turn out right. I'm gone.
Yeah. And then one last thing before we go, y'all. I don't know. Did y'all get a chance to see Malik Neighbors' reaction to some of the Giants picks?
Something in the New York water.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the first thing. So before they make the pick, he was talking about if they draft a receiver. And I ain't gonna lie to you, he just gave a full diva ass answer. He was like, if you draft a receiver at 5, my first thing that's going to my mind is he the highest paid receiver in the room now. And then when my contract come up in a couple of years, I'm expecting you to trade me at that point because you got him. I was like, that was one of the few times you might have been too blunt.
Yeah, and this was on the Parsons podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And then obviously he was vehemently mad about Caleb Downs. He was vehemently pissed. As soon as Dallas made the picks, he said, I got to deal with this motherfucker again. I said, damn. And it had to make me think. I'm like, oh, wait, Neighbors went against freshman year version of Caleb Downs. Not even junior year, freshman year version. And he's saying this shit. My boy got nightmares.
Too honest. It's something about them Giants waters. Like, stay off the media. Eli showed you the blueprint. Take it.
And then I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate the honesty because he said what I wanted to say about the Arvell Reese pick. He was like, he's like, we drafted a guy like him last year. He said, what the hell is he gonna play? He was like, where are you gonna play? He was like, I would have took Downs. He said, we just let go of Dex. We need a safety. I'm like, if I'm in the safety, I'm like, nigga, am I just shit?
Yeah. And we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this outside of the pod. But I truly think the NFL is going to come to regret this not being after the pod. The NFL is going to come to regret this devaluing the safety. Safety is still impactful. You just got to find the right safety.
Yeah, in the right system. Yeah, I agree with that. And but yeah, I just thought that was one of the funniest. Sometimes it showed you what an NFL player / and a receiver thinks. I'm like, man, draft another receiver, he gonna be the number 2. That nigga said, now instantly he make more money than me. I said, I ain't even think about that.
Hey, man, think about his future, man.
He was like, and when I'm getting my contract, I know they're gonna ship me off because they got you for the cheap. I said,
I mean, he jumping the gun a couple years, but I mean, he's not totally wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong, especially with that GM in New York's tendencies.
Yeah, and that's a different discussion for another time, though.
All right, y'all. We gonna holler at y'all. I just had to bring it up. I thought that was one of the most interesting things from the draft was just seeing that player's perspective of team management. Yeah. All right, y'all. We out of here. Peace.